whoever's on the board.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Frank?
Okay, on page 4, you're talking about doing the roof on Heather.
No, I'm not talking about that. Roof was looked at, there's nothing wrong with it. That's a reserve for when the roof has to be done.
Oh, okay, well,
It shows the life
I
of
gave
the-
you the bid from the roofing guy that, and also we had that guy this spring come out and
Now,
check the
who did
gutters.
well, the engineer just looked at it.
I'm just saying.
No, but I'm giving you information. The engineer looked at everything and, you know, that's where we're at. There's no
What was
sense.
the-
And also, I spoke to that roofing company. They said, really, it's 25-year life, but it should last 50. And when that roof was done, believe it or not, I was on the board like 25 years ago. And Harold did a great job with it because he, you know, I don't know if you remember him. He lived there, and he made sure the sheet rock, and he was there watching them, and the roof was done from a local company right here that is still in business. So,
I was just asking, you got it on here, that's why.
well, no, it's a
No,
reserve. That's a reserve.
It's a reserve.
So what's going to be happening after 2024, a year from now, which may be tweaked again because they keep tweaking it because with the insurance increases and whatever, they're going to tweak it probably, that the engineer has to come out and do the reserves. I no longer will, well, let's hope I'm not here. Whoever doesn't, you have to have them professionally, even though my numbers were always spot on or better. Anyway, next? Yes,
I
Joel?
have a question, which everybody probably knows the answer. So there's gonna be an assessment in 2024, and there's gonna be another maintenance increase in 2024?
There will be, yes.
And the maintenance increase would come at the end of the year?
No, the maintenance increase starts on January 1st.
Right, we got that one already.
That's the one,
Okay, so another one.
yeah. Well, no, there'll be a special, no, you don't get a maintenance
That's what I'm
increase, you
asking.
get a special
Just
assessment.
assessment.
No, not a maintenance, no, the maintenance is for the year.
Right, okay.
Anything that's not, doesn't fit into that, it would have to be special.
And you don't know what month the assessment's gonna come in? It's probably gonna come in 2024 sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah.
So,
Try
you
to
know-
put a little something aside.
yeah,
Yeah,
After
I
the
know.
insurance comes in.
Yeah,
right?
so-
After the insurance comes in.
right. So do you know how the insurance comes in? Do you all know?
In the mail?
No.
The day before it's
The
due
day
to
before it's
expire.
due.
That's right. So
Yeah.
we're
That's
nice
the
and
last
stuck.
minute.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes 2 to 3 days before the first, it's March 1st is and then we have to figure out, you know, the loan or you know,
It's a nice-
that's my answer. Isn't that intelligent? That's
Yeah.
because we don't know. We have
Right,
no
there is
clue.
a-
Zero.
The whole thing's paid.
Well, you know, a few years ago we had a clue. Now we don't have a clue.
And it's March, or we don't know?
March 1st.
Oh, okay.
But they won't let us know probably until February 27th, 28th, if we're lucky, 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's pressure. pay
That's
the check,
how all
get it quick.
insurance works, so they
Yeah.
gotcha. Yes,
I have a question. Okay, so this is a question mark on the insurance, okay, so like on the paperwork, it said 50% of the 475 or something like that. Okay, I'm ignorant, just humor me, like, you know, how do you compute that as far as like, let's say we got, what number are they giving you? Are they giving you like, it's gonna be $1 million?
no, he answered it, and I just said what I was told. After I had sent this out, the agent called me, and, because, you know,
I read that email, yes.
yeah, so she's saying 50%. So that could be 40%, that could be 60%, because last year it was supposed to be 40%. And what did we get? 60%. So what happened for the budget, what do we know? We know it's not going down, right? So is it going up? It could go up 20%. We could get lucky. But we didn't expect 60%. So if we just would have raised the maintenance, say 40%, which was what everybody was saying, we still would have been short 20% or, I don't know, say
So what we
100,000.
paid last year was put into the HOA to be paid, that's what I'm saying, the increase
Uh-oh.
was put,
One more time, say it again.
In the monthly.
what we paid in the insurance with that increase last year.
Right, I guessed. Last year, I think I put 350.
Okay.
I had no clue because I raised it something, because I had no idea, and I remember discussing it.
Okay,
So when it came back, it was not 350, but 475.
okay.
So that meant you had to be assessed, which was on the,
So basically, it was an assessment, it was just a raise in the HOA to cover that insurance. Is that
no,
what
I don't think I said that. Let me try one more time. Last year, when we did the budget, it was a guess. So we knew it was gonna, I don't know, say in 24, 23, 22, say that the insurance was, I think it was 290. So there was no clue or maybe it was less than that, and I raised it to 350. It was a guess, no clue. So your maintenance went up, I think, a little bit last year, right? I don't remember, yeah, I think it did. Okay, so when we got the bill in March, because that's December, the budget, now we're in March, I think we got it just the day before, what to do? Do we loan, whatever? So it wasn't 350, it wasn't 370, it was 475. So we had to come up with another 125,000.
Okay,
So on this budget, what do we know? Well, we know it's not going to go down, but we don't know what it's going to go up. So the minimum is 475.
okay.
What was it on March 1st, 2023? 475. So we knew it was not going down.
Okay. And, pardon me, and then the increase in the HOA this year was for what?
I think some water, well, let me go, well, there was other insurance, we guessed, I guessed what it would go up to. But there's, the bulk cable, it goes up 5%. I was able to get that down a little bit on the contract. I don't know what else it went up from last year. I don't remember off the top of I think the water went up because the water and garbage went up. So,
Okay, so mine was $60 difference, $60 increase. So that $60 is for the cable and the water going up.
well,
And maybe
all the
both.
different, I don't have that off the top of
Okay.
I don't have last year's budget. Yeah.
Well, that would be nice to know what, why
Yeah.
exactly it is,
Yeah.
what is it going towards?
But again, the key to understand this is in normal, and again, it's not about, we don't want to hear about that, but you don't want the budget to go up too much, because if it's too much, people looking to buy or whatever. So we want to try and think our way through it so it's not going up. Let's see where it happens in a few years. The insurance is supposed to go down, but it's not going to happen for a few years, right? So that's what we've been told.
Okay, hypothetical. So let's say you get that bill in and it's 600,000. Okay, so what would an assessment of that look like?
475 minus 600,000, so we're looking at 125.
Okay.
And then
Split
divide
by,
that, right?
how many units here?
230.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see what the formula is. Even if we
Oh,
don't have a figure.
Well, wait a minute,
what the
that I can
formula
answer
is
for you.
and how to
That
do
I
it.
can answer for you. If
Okay.
you go on your sheet, hold on. You see this sheet? That's your percentage of ownership.
Right.
So as you see, it all adds up to 1, because it's 1 less than 1, it has, you understand. All right. So for your apartment, your percentage of ownership is, hold on, where is it, D110, 0.003775, thank you. So whatever the bill is, which you get this anyway, so 100,000, and that is what, 375, I don't know, whatever,
I got you.
375.
Thank you for answering that. Now I have a lot more knowledge.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
So along those lines again, I'm gonna go back to my earlier comment that if we paid this in a monthly maintenance,
Mhm.
even though I know it would be a total guess, Last year it was a total guess.
Mhm.
But as a result, our special assessment was lower than what it could have been had we
Mhm.
not taken that guess. So now, rather than pay it on a monthly basis, we're now gonna take a gamble and roll the dice and maybe pay a higher assessment than what we paid this year. Maybe.
Maybe, we don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know.
But even if we did go ahead and put it in the monthly maintenance, not knowing if it was too much, it could go to a reserve for the next year. Because like you said yourself.
Oh,
it's gonna keep
insurance,
going
they
up.
don't recommend reserving for.
Well, or we have a surplus of money that we can use somewhere
Oh.
else. So that's money that's there, that's not, you're not having to come up with it in a lump sum. And even if we raise the maintenance a little bit more, fortunately, because of good foresight and because you guys have already started doing reserves and all that kind of stuff, we probably are some of the lowest reserves or lowest maintenances around. So for somebody to buy, to me, that makes it more desirable, but even if we went up another $50, it's still marketable.
Lisa, there's nothing to stop you from sending an extra $100 every month along with your maintenance. And if we get special assessment, you'll have a credit in your account.
Okay, and I didn't know that was an
Yeah,
option.
if you wanna,
Oh,
yeah.
you could always pay your
absolutely.
maintenance fees a year in it. Some people pay by the year, some people pay by the quarter, some people half year, whatever your.
Yeah, $100 on it, you'll be ahead of the game.
And then it reconciles at the end.
Well, it stays in the account if you would rather do that. So the argument for many years around here was we don't want our money just sitting there.
Right.
Anticipation, we don't know how much,
Yeah, so that's Peg, what a great idea,
I know, I
thank
just
you.
said- I just
What-
said how to be
Lisa, you have your solution now.
Yeah.
Add $100, if that's how you prefer to do it,
Yeah.
whatever, you will be ahead of the game.
Right.
Yeah, that's the perfect way. But again, the argument with no reserves and for many condominiums, well, why should the association, a lot of elderly people didn't want to have reserves because they were going to die, right? That was the logic.
Right, and
So
all that
now-
changed with the Surfside and everything, all that changed.
Right.
You have to have them now, so I get that.
Well, but it's now, some of them, it's double, triple, and now on top of reserve. So
And that's
we're
what I said.
fortunate
It's
we don't
fortunate,
have
yeah,
that.
we're fortunate,
Because you
yeah,
haven't
and
budgeted
we
X
are
amount
probably
in
some
it.
of the better ones,
And you know how we got the reserve?
well, because we didn't have a quorum,
Yeah.
what I understand, in order to vote it.
Yeah. Well, what happened every year, we used to have to go knock on doors, and guess what? Somebody said, if you don't want to participate, oh well, and then they went, but that now was quite smart. Anyway, anything else, folks?
We got it covered.
Wonderful. You all have a blessed holiday. Thank you for not making this miserable like yesterday.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Joey.
Bye-bye.